Hello, old gays. I apologize in advance for the lack of entertainment value in the vlog that I'm making right now. But keep watching, please. Because I want to be serious about something. I feel this week, the week of this big election, I'm gonna be serious for a moment. I don't normally like to talk about politics. I don't like to talk about politics in my real life, and I don't like to talk about politics definitely on YouTube. I see it differently than a lot of people. It's not something that I'm inclined to get very emotional about. People act like the president is the spiritual leader of the country, that the beliefs and the attitudes of the president is that they're like the king, that they're like a dictator, that, you know, I see it more like giving someone a job. I see choosing who's going to be the president as who you would want to have as your boss. I mean, what qualities would if you are a working person, what qualities would you want to have in a boss? You would want to have someone who was open-minded and fair, someone who worked just as hard, if not harder, than you work, someone who can hear all sides, someone who can unite people and bring people of differing opinions to some kind of compromise, someone who can be calm in the face of a storm, and someone who, when they're called upon to make a decision, can make the best possible decision given the particular situation, knowing full well that, you know, not everyone is going to like the decision. And as far as ideology is concerned, I can look, in making that choice, I can look past ideology. The Republicans disappoint me because I feel that in a lot of ways they pander to ignorance to get votes. But that's my opinion. I don't necessarily think that the Republicans who are in office and the Republicans who lead are ignorant people. And I don't think that they necessarily agree with the beliefs of their base, that Republican base. But I think there's a whole means to an end mentality that takes over. And you know, it's sort of what you have to do to get the people to vote for you. But I think that just encourages people to be ignorant. That's my opinion. And I'm not saying that by any means that all Republicans are ignorant. You know, my whole family, I come from a family of largely Republicans, and, you know, I respect them, and I respect their beliefs, and I respect their convictions, but something that I've seen happen this last week of the campaign, I just have to speak out against, that I find so disappointing. The McCain camp knows that their chances are not so great. And I think that race is a huge issue in this country. Deep-seated, big, and people will deny it. Oh, no, it's not there. And, you know, it's always the people who say, oh, racism isn't an issue, racism doesn't exist. They're the people you have to really watch out for, because it's when you deny that something is there that there's a problem, in my opinion. But in the last week and a half, suddenly this huge issue has been promoted that Barack Obama is a socialist, a communist, a Marxist. And it's, what is this, 1950? It's like McCarthyism. It's red baiting. And what it's appealing to, it's giving people who are not inclined to vote for Barack Obama because he's a black man some kind of handle. You know, oh, he's a communist, and I respect that that the McCain camp are intelligent people, that they, know how to get what they want, that they know how to get the votes. But I find this tactic deplorable, and I pray that it doesn't work. And I do believe that if it does work, and if Barack Obama is not elected on Tuesday, that we're just, it's not the end of the world, but we're just in just not a good place. Not a good place. I went to lunch today in downtown LA, and I drove through a rally for vote yes on Proposition 8. Crowds of people who out there with signs who don't want gay people to get married. Their pitch, you see it on TV here in California in these commercials, is this whole issue of the children. If gay people can get married, then they're going to be taught in schools about marriage, and they're going to be taught about homosexuality in schools. And that's why gay marriage is wrong, because children will know about it. And I can't wrap my brain around that. Well, yes, children should know that there are people who are gay. And I don't know what they don't get on TV and they don't say, we're bigots, we're homophobic, we hate gay people. They would never say that. But why just get, you know what, I'd respect them more if they just got on TV and they said gay people are bad and evil and wrong and against God and nature, and they should all be smitten, smoten, but just, and I don't, and it's appealing to ignorance and stupidity, and I don't know what will happen if that measure is actually put through. I can't, part of me, I just can't imagine. I just assume that it never would be, but it might happen. These are my thoughts. Old gay thoughts. Old gay election week.